here we go, another early morning of triathlon. So Corza has messaged us. He's picking us up again. He's running late. Bloody hell, Corza. Anyway, he's racing us again today. He was originally doing the sprint distance, but he has switched over to the mini because, I don't know, I guess he probably doesn't think he's fit enough or something to do the sprint right now. Plus, I think he has a sore Achilles. But I'm also coming up with my excuses, you know. I haven't shaved my legs, I haven't shaved them either. And I went out 2 nights ago, so I've got all my excuses loaded in case he beats me. But let's see what happens. Obviously last time he had a bit of a disadvantage. And if the Achilles is as bad as he says it is, then maybe he does this time too. But let's see. Let's hope it's a closer race. And we have our bike back, my race bike. Very happy. Brilliant, bright, full moon. Perfectly full tonight. Like, come on, Corza, you can't be late, you know, at this time of the morning. Every second counts when you're waking up at 4:30 or whatever. Go again. The GoPro returns. Corza's made it. This road. Yes, this is the greatest race course as popularly known as. Oh, those cones are close, Corza. Oh. He's made it. Now all we gotta do is find a park. So we've found the perfect park. We can park here until 12, until midday. We've found the opportunity, but can Corey capitalise on it with parallel park? Oh yeah, perfection! And once again, it's a fresh morning, 11 degrees. That's very fresh for a triathlon. But by the time it gets to 7, the sun comes up, starts to warm up at 8, and it goes all the way up to about 27 today, which is beautiful, really, because we've been having such crap weather. It's been a poor excuse for a summer. So Corza's off to sort out his number and his race and all that. 5182 is what we're racing as today. Will it become another race running number? Let's find out. There we go, 5182 race kit. A lot of that stuff in here. There we go, Corey has 5552. 400 off places off me, but that's alright. And then there's the medals tent where I'll have to go get my first place medal. Oh. Corey's going to go now. Let's do it. So it's starting to crowd up a little bit. The sun's not even coming up yet though. Far out. This is Corey's bike for the day. So basically, it's his. I think this was the one he brought to 7 Peaks that he broke the handlebars on, and he's put the handlebars off his Swift bike, which is the bike he used to ride for nationals and all that. And as far as I'm concerned, that Swift bike is cursed, so he's got to be a bit careful. Okay, so a few things. The sun's still not coming up, and it's like 6 o'clock now. I had to get some sticky tape to stick down my race number, because if you don't have the number on, there's a chance you might not be able to get your bike out, because that's how they know it's your bike and that you're not just stealing one. And not even the tape's sticking that well, because my bike's basically all greasy from being in the bike shop. And yeah, should have washed it. I'm a knob, but anyway, that's just how it is. Also, we're going to steal some of Corey's tactics that I noticed from the last race. I don't know why. You know, as a triathlete, I should have figured this stuff out for myself, but he had the helmet on like this. He had the bike facing forward, so he could just, you know, grab his glasses straight out. Basically, we've had on the bike, the chain has been replaced, the front and rear gearing. Apparently that was all worn. Of course, the cracked head stem that was the problem in the first place, they got it refabricated, which is pretty amazing because it's really hard to get fabrication and bike parts at the moment, so that's good. And I think it's got new brake pads as well, so brakes harder. I'm just now seeing the first signs of sunlight. Here we go, let's race. So we're going to do a little post-com here. You can see this is me running out of transition right now. We didn't have any of the swim footage because I didn't have the GoPro on. In addition to that, my parents didn't take any videos of the beach. But anyway, here we go, mounting the bike, ran between those two younger athletes and managed to get on quite well. That corner really tightens up as you're going out of the transition there. But yeah, there's me getting my foot in. You want to do that as quickly as possible. Obviously, you don't want to lose too much momentum because you have to stop pedaling when you're putting your foot in like that. Just you can see the sun starting to rise quite nicely behind us. A few little glimpses of the sun on the horizon. We're out of the saddle here, pushing up the slight incline into St Kilda, funnily enough this is, because St Kilda's not too far away from Elwood. They make you ride 5k down the road, and then you turn around here, as you can see I'm doing now, and then you start riding back towards Elwood for the run when it's going to happen. Now, I was chasing Corza at this point in the race, because he bloody left me behind in the swim. I wasn't quick enough through transition either, so you can see I time lapse it here, speed it up until we catch up to Corey.
Not enough work trying to catch you.
Talking a little bit of smack as you do. But we didn't want to draft off each other too much because it's illegal in our race. But you see Corey does dip in behind me a little bit here and there, and of course you don't see me doing it because he's in front of me when I do it, but yes, I do it a little bit to him too. You can even hear Corey yelling out at the kid that he's going to pass him there. And basically Corey and I just rode together for the rest of the way, and he pulled away from me a little bit at the end of the ride, but because there's a hill that goes up towards the Elwood transition finish, but that's fine because I managed to get out of transition with him because I think, I don't know, I guess I must have ran into transition quicker than him. You see my dad took a nice little video of me riding in there, not far to go. Now this is where it falls apart a little bit. It's super close. They do another turnaround, but it's super close back to the thing now, so I'm trying to get speed up, but I've got to also undo my shoes. Managed to get that one out. Don't quite have enough time to get this one out, put my foot down on the pedal, and I basically almost stuck it into transition there. And my shoe comes off the bike, and you saw me hesitate there, and I was like, oh, you can hear my other shoe scraping on the ground on the other side of the bike as well, because now it's just waiting. It's all weighted to that side, so you have to be careful I don't lose that one too. There's Corey running off to his side of transition since we're in different spots today. And then I throw my bike on the rack. I tried to stop the video there by the looks, but it didn't work, so then my GoPro dies eventually. But anyway, get the shoes on, drop the helmet and run. Yeah, and so I had to go and get that shoe later in transition because, yeah, I was distracted by people stacking in front of us going in. Here's us running out of transition. My dad does a little bit of cheering for us, and I managed to pull away from Corey after the turnaround point in the run, and so you can see me running back here by myself. And here comes Corey, struggling a little bit. We did go out really hard on the run, which it didn't really look like when you saw that footage of us. But yeah, it was good fun. So I hate to say it, but we ran into a very warm GoPro when I got the bike out of transition, because unfortunately it must have either I forgot to turn it off or it just didn't turn off when I turned it off. I can't remember which one. But anyway, so we've downgraded to the old GoPro Hero 5. I dropped my shoe off the bike going into transition, which may or may have not been picked up by the GoPro. I'll see in the footage later. But we got to go find that shoe because bike shoes are expensive and I don't want to get another one. We've got it. I went up to the marshal and he said, "Is this the one?" It was the only one they had. So here we are at the swim start for the sprint. We've course, the sprint has the most participants, I believe, out of all the races, and there's no Olympic today, so all the Olympic people will be racing sprint too. Oh, it's a big old swim out there. Come on, Bevo, run them down. At least we found Bevo, but everyone else is nowhere to be seen. But no, Bevo would not beat Geordie in the swim. So everyone else must be up at the ride already. Let's go have a look. Come on, Geordie. Come on, Geordie, get on, get on. Go, Geordie. Well, Bevo, I noticed Bevo going first, that's why I started filming, and he's just gotten out ahead of Geordie because Geordie couldn't mount his bloody bike. That's alright. People not really that keen to get on their bikes. Go, Sauce. Yeah, it's a bloody struggle town around here. Some serious bikes though. The old tandem's in the struggle. So that's the swim exit. There's a nice little platform here. That's the runners come in here. Riding is behind those buildings. So hopefully if I fly the drone here, we'll be able to get a very nice view of the swim obviously, and hopefully it'll be able to get over to the ride. That's debatable, we'll find out. Unfortunately the drone didn't want to fly, it has its moods. Here come some of the women. So, unfortunately, and my other GoPro, the better one, ran out of battery because it just didn't turn off.
Just happened to bring two.
Oh well, this one goes on the drone. So there's an Oz chick leading these ones, and the ETPA elite sprinters are beating them. There's quite a story developing here.
The ETPA story's only just beginning.
Only just. So we got the main drafting pack for the sprinters here. Go boys! Why is my GoPro not working? Here's the ETPAs, the wall Scots.
Stay with them, Georgia!
Keep going! Alright, to the run course, let's do it. Oh mate, this is the only cool down I'm getting all day. Oh yeah, you're doing like 400 Ks a week. Well, we've come up to the conclusion that just don't train, only train the bike, and train no more than 150 K a week on the bike as well. Because apparently I was running 4:05 pace, even though a third of that run was like 5-minute pace. Right. Bevo, go Bevo! Go Bevo, go.
That's on the bike, wasn't it?
Yeah. How many did you do? Okay, good. Go Miano, keep it up mate. Good. Keep it up.
He's cruising.
Oh, he loves it.
Good work, Sienna.
Keep it up girls. There they go. Off for 5Ks of running. So this guy just here, he is winning the whole thing.
Well done.
Well, the crowd didn't get shit. So at the end of the day, it's a public footpath, so people do get in your way. Go, Geordie! Keep it up, mate. 5Ks of pain, let's go! You got this, mate. You got it. Keep running, big man. That was female.
Run like you're going down Bourbon.
Go, boys! Big sprint finish! Oh, that's going to be intense. Second and third place.
Kelvin Amos.
For first to come last, that's a big effort. Big sprint finish. Come on, girls. Bring it home.
Yeah,
Geordie, you are the man. The sprint distance elite here.
Catch ya.
Imagine doing sprint distance. Good stuff, he's done it. Here we are, gorgeous day now. Good time for some shit talking, a little cool down. Alright, we better jog.
I'm surprised we went shit talking on the bike.
Nah mate, I was too cooked for that. sort of fetching his self-manufactured bike. It actually did a pretty good job for him today. The brakes were a little bit dodgy apparently, but because he put new handlebars on it yesterday.
The hoods aren't quite even. This
Yeah.
one's a bit lower.
Yeah, well that's what happens to my bike under normal circumstances anyway. They're always bent. But because this is the bike. This is the bike that he crashed on the Seven Peaks trip at Mount Bawball. But in fact, the bike is pretty much okay, besides those snap handlebars that occurred. And unfortunately, I don't think he can get a new set of handlebars. But who needs them when you got 100 other bikes? Big DJ. Here we go.
Did you film me,
Going to Macca's. So we're going to Macca's, of course, obviously. And I think you have to go in with your medals, don't you?
I don't think so.
See, what happens when you come second? You can't have the medals. Too much on the medal. Oh, almost rear-ended that car, bro. It's just antics down here. The road hasn't cleared up.
Leave the GoPro on, you might get something.
Yeah, next you'll kill these two cyclists. Here we are. The medals are clanking. We're at the Macca's. Are these working? Oh yeah, that one. All of them.
Am I right? Oh, what?
Mate,
My son is not put my son.
two of the sunnies, they look like they're off.
That's why I was like, what the hell?
Because I was like, Corza, just because one's not working doesn't mean they're all not working. So I paid for mine after Corza, and of course 101, and then what does Corza's come up as? 102.
What a load of shit.
And better still, it says now preparing 101 and not 102. No,
Just not my day today.
It even says 103.
And I go, oh, cool.
And 104 is before him as well. It just doesn't like it for the second. Clearly, Corza's going to go into a secret training camp now. He can't take this shit anymore.
I'm going to cancel my races and just train for next year now.
For minis. So here we are heading home after the great Macca's run, looking at the results. I've won it overall again. Corza came second, in fact, with he was about 20 to 25 seconds behind me, and then Ollie came third, and I beat him by almost a minute and a half this time. Ollie, you got to catch up, mate. He's just falling behind. We're trying to navigate onto the freeway the best we can.
lane, isn't it?
I think it's both. I think there's two lanes. Mate, we should have been all the way in the right lane at the front of the lights. That was me.